Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today we're going to get this wine racked. Alright, here's the wine that needs to be racked, and I have some French oak chips there. I'm going to add a few of them. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. This is my first time making wine, but I believe that's going to be okay. Here's the bottles I'm going to rack it into, and here is my racking siphon and a bit of hose. So what I need to do is get an area cleaned out right here, and then the big bottle's going to go up on here, and I'm going to rack it, which is just siphoning it. It's siphoning it without siphoning the stuff that's on the bottom. You're trying to leave behind all the junk, the old dead yeast and stuff like that. So I need to get these bottles cleaned, and to do that I have to go over to the shed and find the Savanna clean, and what else? Oh, I'm gonna have to clean this outside, so I'll be doing it in the snow out there. It's gonna be really nice when we have this utility sink here, but for now we have hot and cold water outside, so anything like this where you got to clean something big, winter or summer, it's got to be done outside. So let me go find that Savanna clean and we'll get to cleaning this stuff. We just got a hay bale delivered, and the farmer suggested we put it on its side, and it appears to be working. Normally, if we have it on end, they start peeling it and they make a huge mess on the ground almost immediately. Now they're just biting chunks off and eating it instead of ripping it apart. Hopefully this works, because this hay starts getting expensive. Alright, let's find that Savanna clean. My winemaking supplies are easy enough to find, but not super easy to get at. Let's see if we can see it through here. Ah, there it is. Let's see if I can reach it. Beautiful. Note to self, put that right here. So, oh, it's Star San. I was thinking it was Savanna clean. Star San. You don't use that much of this, and well, I'll show you that over there. Okay, we got a problem here. Everything here is frozen solid. There's a couple hoses under here, a hose there, and a hose here. This has been dripped on by the roof. We never planned on using this in the winter, but usually we have like a, I don't know, it's about 4 feet long. We have a short piece of hose that when you're done, you have to take it off, otherwise it'll bust the line inside the house. You can't leave a hose on these. But anyways, we take it off, and you can just drain the water out of it and just leave it here. But I don't know where that is. I'm wondering if I can get my bottle right underneath here. These hoses, if there's even a little bit of water down in the bottom of these, you're not going to be able to use these hoses anyways. So if it's not one thing, it's like 6. This is why you need a utility sink. If you haven't been following the videos, I'll be putting in a utility sink shortly, but right now we don't have one. If I wanted to wash this in the house, I would have to do it in the shower, and I just don't want to do that. Alright, this is 1 ounce to 5 gallons. It's kind of thick and syrupy, but that might be because it was out in the cold. Okay, this is 3 gallons, so I'm going to fill it up to about there, swish it around, and then use that water to clean this and this. Okay, with these bottles up on the table like this, you can really see the layer of gross lees at the bottom. This is spent yeast and bacteria and other imperfections that have settled out. And what we're going to do is tilt this jug a bit and then siphon from the high side and hope that we don't get too much down in our clean bottle. So I'm going to siphon this one into here, this one into here, and then whatever volume I lose because of this, you want your wine to be up into the neck. Actually, it should be up a little higher than this. I'll make that up by pouring some of this into here once I do the racking, and then I'll flush the bottles with the CO2. I've seen conflicting videos on whether you should flush the bottle before you do the racking. They actually tell you to go stir the stuff to introduce oxygen, but then flush it right away with CO2. I really don't know. I think it's going to be fine just to rack that into here and then flush the top with CO2. You definitely don't want oxygen interacting with the wine for the long term. What the videos were talking about was just an occasional introduction of oxygen and then it stops right away. Oxygen will really screw up your wine. So you really need to top off the bottle with CO2. Okay, let's get something under the edge of this and give her a shot. Hopefully I don't make a huge mess. Oh no. All right, I could not get this to siphon correctly. It would start and then it would just run right back in there. So what I did was turned on the CO2 and kind of put that into the top of the bottle and kind of cupped my hand around it. And that pressurized this container and forced the wine through the tube. But now I'm hitting this end. It's got that big old end on it. Maybe I'll just put this down in the deeper part because it has, a half inch of clearance. So it's not going to get much of this stuff regardless. I don't know. That's a good deal of wine in that bottom part there. And I'd kind of like to get it. All right, let's give that a try. Okay, it's not going to work. If I had a 2-hole stopper or just about any other setup, this siphon hose is too long. This is for a 5-gallon, and this is a 1/2-inch hose, and it should be 3/8. This, I believe this is 3/8, this air line. Damn. All right, so this is going to continue aging. It's going to bulk age for 2 years, so it has about 1.5 years left on it. And then I'm going to bottle it up and we'll see where we go from there. It is really tasty now, so I'm guessing it's going to be some very good wine by the time it's done. It might have been the year too. We had a drought this year, and adverse conditions make for good wine. All right, I'm going to get this stuff cleaned up, get that siphon cleaned up, clean up the area, and that'll be it for the wine for, like I said, about 6 months. I think it's going to be the end of summer by the time I make another video on this. And by that time, I will have made a whole bunch of vineyard videos, and I'll be getting ready to harvest the next batch. And maybe I can use that on the next batch because I'm going to be getting some 5-gallon carboys for next year. Okay, well, if you want to see any more winemaking videos or vineyard videos, I will be going down there and pruning and defoliating the vines in not too long. Make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.